Hey, Mr. Albert here, solving absolute value inequalities again. Here we have a practice problem. It's the absolute value of 4x minus 7, and then separately plus 9, and all that is on the left-hand side less than 25. So we want to solve this, and remember our first rule is to get our absolute value by itself, and it is not right now. So the first thing we need to do is get it by itself by subtracting 9 from both sides. So in that case, when we do that, we end up on the left-hand side with just the absolute value of 4x minus 7. And that'll be less than 16. So in this case, we have absolute value less than a number. Remember, that's the compound inequality. So we will take that, and this one will be fairly quick, but we will take the 4x minus 7 and put it in the center, and of course that'll be less than 16, but negative 16 will also be less than that. So our solution is going to be trapped between two numbers the way this reads. So right now we have negative 16 less than 4x minus 7 less than 16. So now we need to get x by itself. That's our next goal. So we need to get rid of the 7 that's added to the x term. So we'll add 7 to both sides. Well, all three parts. So let's see. Make sure I don't mess up here. So that'll give me negative 9 less than 4x less than 23. And I still got to get x by itself. So I'll divide everything by 4 since 4x is in the center. So in the end, this gives me the inequality of negative 9/4 less than x less than 23/4. So we can make decimals out of those, but really what's the point? We got a positive number and we got a negative number. We know zero's in the middle. So negative 9/4 over here to the left of 0. And positive 23/4 is over to the right of 0. So as far as our number lines go, since we're not so specific about them, we just want to make sure the order's right, it's very easy to set up. So we've got negative 9/4 less than x. So this is the smallest endpoint we'd work with, and since it's just less than, we'll put a parentheses. And then x is less than 23/4, so that's the biggest endpoint we would have. So another parentheses. So we got parentheses on both sides of this and highlight in the middle. So there's our solution set. So when we go to put that in interval notation, we have a parentheses at negative 9/4 on the left, and that runs to 23/4 with the parentheses on the right, meaning that negative 9/4 and 23/4 do not solve the original inequality, but all the numbers in between them do. Okay, so keep that in mind.